Hi, I'm Tereza from PotomacBeads. Today we will work with cubic right angle weave stitch to create a heart-shaped frame from these lovely folklore hearts, creating pendant which we can turn into earrings, which is a perfect gift not just for a Mother's Day. So let's get to the beads and start working. Today we will create a pendant which you can later use as earrings if you would like to. And you will use 6 seed beads. We will be using 11-0s, Miyuki 11-0s in 2 colors to create a heart-shaped pendant which has a heart in it. You don't have to use the bead inside, you can just make the frame. But it's a nice touch and it's a lovely bead shape. It has only one hole. We call it Folklore Heart. You can also find it as a heart with rows. It has 17 millimeters if I remember correctly. But we will use those later, and we will start by creating the cubic right angle weave frame around the heart. And we will use 2 colors. The different one will be inside. For me it will be the gold champagne, and like for the outside, like here, I will use again Labrador full 11-0 seed beads. I'll be working with wildfire. I'm using a green one so you can see it better. I'm using so far size 10 needle. Later you might have to switch to size 12 because when we go through we might have some issues later, because with cubic right angle weave, as you might know, you go many times through the bead. So we will start with an arm span long piece of thread. I'm using maybe even longer one, but I'm pretty sure I'll add another piece later. So put on 4 11-0s of the inside color. For me it's the gold one. Slide it down towards your end of the thread and go through all the beads from the other side, like this, and create a circle, and then go through this bead, through the first one more time. And now we have everything sitting in the correct spot. So I will put this aside. And we have now the first right angle weave part, and now we will build on it. So now you have to put on 1 silver 11-0, 1 gold 11-0, and 1 silver 11-0. So I have 3 beads. And I'm going through the same bead I started from. And as I prefer to go in this direction, I will turn it like this and continue into the next golden bead in the first right angle weave part. There I will pick silver and a gold bead, and I am coming down through first the silver and then the gold where I started from. I will do the same with the next gold bead, so I'm going through the 3rd gold bead, picking up a silver one, another gold, and going down through the silver and the gold once more. Now we need to close the sides of this little cube. So I'm going through the last gold bead in the bottom, then through the silver one which is already there. So I'm not picking anything yet, but now I will pick 1 gold and going down through the silver and back to the gold one in the base, like this. And now I will go up through the silver one, and here we will connect all the top beads in the circle. So I'm going through them finishing in the one I have started from. Okay, so this is our basic thingy which we will now repeat multiple times. So to show you where I started from, I didn't start here as you might want to, because here it's a bit tricky with the colors, with the color scheme, so you have to think about it later. So I started from here, from the one cube next to it. And the trick in the heart shape is that on the outside you will be adding later 2 silver beads instead of just 1. That's why it will bend. But until then we will create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these simple normal cubes of the simple right angle weave stitch. So I have 1 and I need to create 4 more, and after that we will be switching this silver bead for 2 silver beads at once. So create 4 of these to have 5 in the total. If you don't know cubic right angle weave, you can watch some of our videos on this channel. Ellie has perfect ones to describe it more thoroughly. I'm not covering the super basic ones, just saying which colors you need to put on when. So go ahead if you have troubles with this and watch first our other tutorials. And now I will make 4 of these little cubes and then we will catch up. I just want to show you the beginning once more, just to be sure. So I have 1 silver, 1 gold, 1 silver bead on my needle, and I am going through the gold one where I was coming from. So like this, and I'll be turning it, going down to the gold, to the second one, putting on again 1 silver, 1 gold, and then using the silver from the previous little square and going down through it and through the gold. So from this base we then had this golden ceiling, so this golden ceiling now turned into our gold base number 2. And this is cubic right angle weave stitch for us, so doing the same like before, putting on 1 silver, 1 gold, going through silver and the gold again. And the last gold, here I have 3 beads, so I'll be adding only 1, going through silver up, picking up 1 gold, down through silver and the gold where I started from. Now I have to go up and close the ceiling number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally the one I started from. And now I have 3 little cubes to go before we bend the frame. I have 5 little cubes ready, so now let's bend the frame. So you'll start by putting on 2 silver 11/0 instead of 1, then 1 gold and 1 silver 11/0, so I have 4 beads in total on my needle, and I'm going like you would through the golden one I have started from. Then we will turn, and if you are working in the same direction like me, basically on the side where you see the 2 silver ones at once, so put 2 again and 1 gold and go through the 2 silver ones at the same time and the gold one. So you want to have 2 and 2, the pair on one side, and 1 silver and the other silver on the other side. I hope it makes sense. So basically you don't want to have it across, just on the same side of the cube. And now continue, so going through the next golden one in the bottom. Now I'm putting on 1 silver bead and one gold one. Now I'm going down through the 2 and the gold one, and finally closing the cube from the sides, going through the gold one in the bottom, the silver one on side, putting on one gold one and going down through silver and gold. Now go up through the silver on the side and close the top again. Just the gold ones without adding anything. So now what you should have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normal cubic right angle weave parts, and here a little twisted one which has one silver one on one side and 2 silver ones on the other one. Now we will do 2 more of these with the 2 silver ones on the side. So let's do the same, starting with 2 silver beads at once, then 1 gold, then 1 silver. Going through gold. And continue like we did before, so through the gold one, and again 2 silver ones at once, and then 1 gold, going through 2 and the gold one in the base. And now finish the cube and then add 1 more of this one, and we will switch back again to the simple single silver ones. So after you made 3 cubes with 2 beads at one side, so the first band, we will add 1 more single bead cube. So I'm starting with 1 silver, 1 gold and 1 silver again. So it's the same one like on this side. Add 1 cube like this, so the simple one, and then add 3 more cubes with 2 beads at the side. So we will have 5 single ones, 3 with 2 beads, 1 single one, and 3 with 2 beads again. And there, that will get us here, where we will change the color and will be at the top, and half of the heart will be actually finished. So we are ready to do the turn. So here in the middle I have the single bead cube, then the 3 with the 2 silver beads again. Now we need to play with the colors. So normally you would pick silver, gold, silver, but here we will pick gold, silver, silver. And the colors are changing on the front and back basically only. So here, but I'm at the top, so I need to have the gold one here as well. So I pick 1 gold, so it will be showing from this side, okay, and the rest will stay the same, so I will have 4 gold. So I picked 2 gold, add it on my needle, and continue. So I have the 2 gold already here, so now I will pick 2 silver ones like this, going through the 2 beads there, which are now only gold, normally silver and gold, like this, and continue. So going through gold in the base, and then we will finish up this cube as you normally would with the gold one. So picked 1 gold, finished with the gold one. And now close the top as normal. And this is basically a single bead cube. We just play with the colors. but we don't want to continue in this direction. We need a 90-degree turn. So we will start on the gold one, which will be our base. So to show you, I have this. Okay, so we will be now building up on this gold little platform we made by changing the colors, switching the gold here on this side for the silver and here as well, so the pattern stays and we can continue. So now we will be doing it in the mirror fashion. So now I will be adding 2 silver beads, 1 gold, 1 silver. Okay, and copying what we did here. So 3 cubes with 2 silver beads at once, then 1 cube which is the single normal one, and then 3 cubes with 2 silver beads, 2 silver beads again. And using this gold square as a base, continue and create the other side of the heart again. So I copied the other side. Now I am at the 5th cube, I mean like the beginning one we did here. But I won't finish it just without anything. We need to connect them together, and that will be with this golden bead here. That one will be shared between these 2 cubes. So I already started the 5th cube here, as you normally would. Then I'm doing the 2nd side with 1 silver, 1 gold. Then the 3rd side, 1 silver, 1 gold. And now you would be normally adding 1 gold bead here, but instead we will use this one which is already here. So go through the gold and silver which are already there, and now put together the sides without any twisting and go in the correct direction from to the gold bead on the other side here. And then finish the side. So going down through the 2nd silver and again the golden bead, and then up as normally through the silver, and then through the gold bead which is now shared again, and close the top like usual, as usual. So going through the golden beads, finishing in the shared bead. Which can be a bit tricky, so if you don't have the size 12 needles, switch to it, as I might have to do, because there is already a lot of thread, so I will have to switch. But this is the finishing of the 5th cube on the other side as well, and now we will close it up and finish the tip here, and then move over to the center and add the heart-shaped pressed bead. So now when you look at it, you already have 2 sides of your cube done. Both of them are golden. So move over to the next gold bead and we will play with the colors again. So I'm here in the front, I'm picking 2 silver ones and going through the gold here and gold here. So first and the second with my fellow crooked size 12 needle, my favorite one obviously. Then moving to the next gold here. There we will continue as usual, so 1 silver and 1 gold to keep the colors. Going back to gold, moving here, and here we will use also the golden beads which are there. So this is the first, then going through the second golden one on the other side, and then picking up 1 silver, closing the gap, going to silver and the gold, and now we need to close the top here. So I'm moving up through the golden one, and here to the top where I circle the beads. Finishing in the gold, and that's the basic frame finished. So now we need to get to this already pretty much used bead, and we will be adding there the other bead. So my thread is coming out from the golden bead which was shared. Now put on 1 silver bead and the bead and the heart bead. I'm coming from the bottom towards the top, and now go through this golden bead here at the top, now go down through the heart bead, the silver bead, and go to the starting bead, the golden one, from the other side. So all is anchored inside, and it might be tricky because there's a lot of thread, so be careful. If you have issues and you can't get inside of this bead anymore, just use one of the silver beads here on the side. I will show you, because I might actually not get there, like I actually did here in my test design. So if you have the issues, go through the silver bead here on the side. I'm going from the bottom to the top, like this. Then go back to the silver bead. So let's go up through the silver bead and the heart-shaped bead again, which will also help to keep the bead in one place and strengthen the thread going inside. Then go again through the top, through the golden bead, and down, back through the heart and the silver bead, and exit on the side where you were just starting from. So we anchored it here in the silver bead, and we want to do the same on the other side, so there's balance. So last time going up, so we will anchor it through the silver bead on the other side as well. So I'm going through that to the right side towards the top part. And now once more through the silver bead and the heart bead towards the top. And through the golden bead here. And finally down to the bottom. Yes, through the heart and the silver bead. And that's it. That's a properly anchored heart bead. And now we will be adding 11 rows into the gaps here. So it's up to if you want to do golden ones or silver ones. As I prefer to have one golden line inside, I will be using the silver ones. So get to one of the silver beads, it doesn't matter to which side. I'm going towards the right one, so we are working in the same direction. And there we will pick one silver bead, like this. And we will go around first on one side, so let's say in the front. Another bead going through the next silver one. That will help keep the shape of the frame. Now it's a bit wobbly. So pick up one silver bead every time and go around. Here in the corner you will pick one silver here and continue around as well. Then we will have to switch from front to the back and do the same. But let's work on the front first. So I'm finishing the side here. I'm adding the last bead here, so I'm showing that to you. And coming through the silver one we started from. And now we need to get to the other side. And for that we will use the golden beads, but not of course the one on the outside, but the golden one underneath the first bead added in this row. This one, if you can see it, so this one here. Now I am on the other side. So again, doesn't matter which way you start from. So I'm just currently going the same way again, so to the right, through the silver bead first, because that's where I want to start from. Pick a silver bead again and do the same magic on this side as well, putting one silver bead into each gap, like before, and circle around the whole frame, adding one silver bead as well, and then we will move to the outside part. So the other side is done as well. I added my last bead here. So now I'm getting to the outside through the golden beads. That was the closest one for me. So now I need to get to a silver one and start from there again. So I will go towards my right again, and I'm picking one silver like before and adding one silver bead into each gap on the outside part. So again, once in the front, then move through the golden bead to the back side again, and then the heart frame will be finished. And one more tip, not to confuse you, when you're working on the outside, you don't add a single bead between each bead, but only into the gaps. So if you have a cube with 2 beads, you go through at them at once, like this. So you add bead only into a gap. So I'm doing it like this, putting one bead into each gap, then going through 2 beads at once. So continue on both sides like this. So I finished on both sides, and now we need to get to the top. So continue from wherever you stopped through the beads on the outside line and get through the bead here at the tip, which was one of the beads we added in the gaps. There we will add our loop. So pick one silver bead, go around the bead you started from, and like this. So now we have the bead there. Now go to the bead and turn over to the other side and go through the same bead in the frame on the other side and then back to the bead in the middle. So we just added a bead here, and there we will add our loop, and there you can add a jump ring or earring or something. What do you prefer? So take the beads, and then I have somewhere here, super not ready, my earring, because I'm an earring person. So I'm putting on 2 11 notes, going through the earring and 2 more 11 notes, and then I'm going through the bead which we added. Now push the finding down so it's not touching the thread, and go through the loop and the earring one more time. Finish in the bead in the middle. Again, if the earring jumped up, push it down. And now go to the frame and now find a spot where you will knot off the thread, and after that the pendant is finished. If you want to, you might get back down and add a tassel or a drop or something if you would like it more embellished, or you can just leave it as it is, being just the heart. Thank you very much for watching my Heart of Gold tutorial for the heart-shaped pendants, which can be turned into earrings. If you need any of the materials, you can head below the video into the description section where you can find the links if you need to purchase something. I'll be looking forward to seeing your Heart of Gold shapes, earrings, pendants, whatever. I will be looking forward to see if somebody actually added a tassel or drop or something and to your versions. You can post the pictures in our Facebook group of beading and jewelry making, and see you in the next one.